They've made it clear they are not playing around. The new Democrat-controlled House is gearing up. Take this photo featured in Vanity Fair showing the new House of Representatives committee chairs looking more like a teaser for an episode of Law & Order than from the halls of Capitol Hill. Representatives Richard Neal, Maxine Waters, Elijah Cummings, Jerry Nadler, and Adam Schiff. Those are the faces, those are the names to remember. They are vowing fresh scrutiny of the president, and their leader, Nancy Pelosi, also vowing a tough stance against President Trump. And this week, ahead of her new speakership, leaving the door open when it comes to the president being impeached or even indicted.
Everything indicates that a president can be indicted after he is no longer president of the United States.
What about a sitting president?
Well, the sitting president when he's no longer president of the United States.
A president who is in office. Right. Could Robert Mueller come back and say, I am seeking an indictment?
I think that that is an open discussion. I think that is an open discussion in terms of the law.
CNN's Kristen Holmes is joining us now. Kristen, walk us through who those 5 committee chairs are and their agendas.
Well, Anna, I think the big question here is what's not on the agenda. Democrats have said that they will comb through every single aspect of the Trump administration. And let's meet the key players. Ways and Means Committee first, we're starting with Representative Richard Neal. Now, this is one of the most powerful committees, and he wants to use this power to see President Trump's tax returns. Now, you might not see this immediately. He has said he wants to make a case to the public first as to why the president should voluntarily turn over his taxes. We know President Trump had promised in the past to give over those taxes. I don't know what could be said to the public to try to compel him, but if that's what he says he's going to do, that's what they'll do before they move forward with some sort of legal action. Next, Maxine Waters. Now, of course, we remember that Maxine Waters, she will be the incoming financial services chairman. But we remember she has a contentious relationship with President Trump. He has called her low IQ Maxine, and she has called for his impeachment since 2017. Her big thing on financial services is going to be follow the Trump money trail. That means looking into the Trump organization as well as to President Trump's finances, those ties to Russia included in that. Let's move on to the third one here. You've got the Oversight Committee. That is Representative Elijah Cummings. Now, this is an incredibly broad group. They can cover a lot here. He actually resent letters to the administration, 51 that he had sent while he was in the minority, telling the administration they needed to comply by January 11th. This is what he covered: cabinet secretary travel, immigration, security clearances, hurricane recovery efforts, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. Again, 51 letters here that he sent in already. We haven't even had the committees actually form. Moving on here to intelligence, Representative Adam Schiff, obviously not a stranger. He's made himself a rival to President Trump, a rival to Devin Nunes. He has said that Republicans really slacked on that investigation, on the Russia investigation. So this is what he's going to do. He's going to be focused on that, using his new subpoena power, which he obviously did not have when he was in the minority, to look into those Russia ties. And last but not least, we have the Judiciary Chair, Jerry Nadler. Now, this is interesting. He has actually been an adversary of President Trump's since back in New York in the 1980s. They clashed when Nadler was a local politician and Trump was a real estate mogul. This committee is really going to handle Special Counsel Mueller's report, how it is going to be portrayed in the public. Is it going to be released to the public? They're also going to be in charge of any kind of Democratic impeachment. So this is really interesting. Obviously, they're hitting the ground running, and those committee assignments are expected to be made next week.
Thanks for laying it out, Kristen. Good to see you.